All right, we are live. Welcome to the Spin and Backfist MMA show for Wednesday, March 19th, UFC London edition. We actually just wrapped up an interview moments ago with Leon Edwards, and we'll put that out on the channel this week. It is Robbie Fox, Jack Mack, and Big Ev as always. And before we even get into the show, we got to tell you about Blue Chew, one of our absolute favorite sponsors here at the Spin and Backfist MMA show. They are making sex better with longer lasting chewable tablets that'll knock not only your socks off, but your neighbor's socks off. We talked about this last week. You're going to have to move towns over with the amount of noise you'll be making because Blue Chew Max has arrived. It combines the active ingredients of Viagra and Cialis into one chewable, and this combo acts fast and lasts. Be ready when she needs it and get your first month of Blue Chew free. Great sex is a few clicks away. Sign up at bluechew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped directly to your door. And the best part, it's all done online, so you don't have to go to the doctor's office, have any awkward conversation, no waiting in line at the pharmacy. They'll bring it right to you. They won't stop until every man is bricked up like a brick house. That is the mission. Make life easier by getting harder and discover your options at bluechew.com. We've got a special deal for our listeners. Try your first month of Blue Chew free when you use promo code SPINNIN, SPINNIN. No G at the end, just spinning, just like it is in the show. Just pay $5 shipping. You'll get the whole month free. Code SPINNIN at bluechew.com. There we go. We thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the pod. How we doing?
Good. That interview was awesome. Shout out to Leon for making some time for us. Can't wait to put it out. What up, Antonio? We got
hey,
some.
Rob, I can't believe John Cena broke up with us. Love Dog said, brother, me either. Neither can Nikki Smokes. Nikki Smokes texted me yesterday, goes, John Cena turning heel's really rubbing me the wrong way. I was like, well, yeah, I think that's, the point. And he was like, no, but like I was a big fan when I was little and now it's upsetting. I was like, again, that's the point.
That's awesome. Nikki Smokes learning professional wrestling. That's
yeah.
Awesome.
He's that kid in the front row they showed this week where it was just like, you're the problem. It's just like, me? Why do you say fuck me? But we are here to talk UFC London. Good card. I'm looking forward to the card this weekend, to be honest. There's a lot of fun fights. Molly's fighting. We'll be cheering on Molly. We'll be cheering on Leon Edwards. There's a good co-main event on this card. We've got Gunnar Nelson back against Kevin Holland. Weird fight. I think we were talking about it when it first got announced. It was just like Kevin Holland pops up in these kind of fights all the time.
Yeah, Kevin Holland. I can't wait to talk about that fight. We've had some beef between Leon and Bilal on the line, which has been, I guess I'm not surprised. Bilal and Leon don't really like each other. Bilal always, and this kind of is to his credit, he's online a lot and he's on Twitter a lot, and that gives a lot of storylines. And Bilal's giving us storylines right now. We got to ask Leon about it. The fight night this weekend's good, though. Obviously, it's March Madness, so not all the eyes are going to be on it, but I can't wait to watch.
And what time does the card actually start? It's a 4 p.m. main card, so it's a 1 p.m. prelim. Is March Madness already going at 1 p.m.? It is, right?
Oh, yeah. Right. It's right.
11 a.m. games, right?
This is really – he's kind of used to it. They had a London card 2 years ago for this, same type of weekend, March Madness. I remember right in the heart of it was when, I remember I've talked about it a few times. I was losing my shirt and I got it all back on Leon versus Kamaru.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He lost a point. I was sweating my balls off.
Obviously, 3 years ago is when Meatball Molly got Dave's attention. I think that was
the big spinning elbow.
That was
an amazing card too. One of the best crowds post-COVID that they've had for sure.
Yeah, it should be an exciting crowd. Obviously, the last time they went to London, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, that was Ilya versus Herbert when Ilya almost got.
Oh my God, yeah, Jai Herbert.
That was crazy. That was Patty against, was it Rodolfo Vieira? Am I right about that? Was that his opponent?
I think so. Or no, not Vieira, Vargas.
Vargas, yeah. And Aspinall was the headliner on that card. Big win in the main event from Aspinall.
I think that was the Volkov.
Oh, was it?
I think that was when he
I think it was. Yeah.
Basically straight armbar.
And then the next one was Blades and it was the injury, right?
Yeah.
Then there was Ty Burrow where he just killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burrow was coming off the injury.
That's right. Any other big MMA news? I mean, McGregor was at the White House.
Yeah.
For St. Patty's Day.
Classic. That was I will say, all politics aside, the video of McGregor trying to talk to Trump, and Trump's like, look at the Gulf of America. It was so funny. He's just like, look at what I did. Like, it's
he
the
was
Gulf
like, congratulations, sir. Congratulations.
And then he was
Your
like,
work ethic is inspiring.
I was almost like, Connor, if his work ethic is so inspiring, get back in the gym, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah. How about Connor calling United States of America big bro? He goes, help out little bro.
I mean, he knows how to play his cards.
Big bro is funny. Yeah. And
also,
I mean, that was
he was doing a lot of beverages with the Elk Boys.
Oh, was he? I didn't even see that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
At the White House?
They went to Ireland. What is it? Forge Inn, it's called?
Oh, the Black Forge. I did see that.
Right.
At the Black Forge.
And they were chugging beers.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's gonna be fighting anytime soon.
He's not fighting again, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Bryce Mitchell says that Gene Silva cast a spell on him, and attractive women and I think the devil are trying to get him in his sleep now.
Yes.
He can't
he's got
sleep.
demonic possession, kind of. Yeah. And this is so crazy. Maybe the craziest part of the story. Sean Strickland came out and was like, I know I've talked a lot of shit on therapy, but Bryce Mitchell needs therapy. And like everyone in Sean's comments, like his fan base are like, fuck this, Sean. Like, you've spoken out against this. Stay strong. And he's like reasoning with people in the comments. He's like, listen, I know what I said in the past, but come on. The guy says he's possessed by demons. Yeah.
We gotta listen. There's
you gotta be so fucked up for Sean Strickland to be like, listen, dude, you gotta chill. Like, you need mental health.
Just toughen, just rub some dirt on. Ain't gonna fix this one.
Yeah, he's like, you need therapy.
We're gonna have to do some soul searching.
Yeah.
They are. It's an unbelievable time. Bryce Mitchell, Gene Silva is a massive, massive fight. Can't wait to watch it. Fight of the year type potential. I wonder if the demons will tell Bryce to, like, who knows, like, just stand up and fight instead of shooting on Gene Silva.
Hit up Yeri, see if you could get black magic to counter, or the Poeton had the black magic against Yeri. So hit up Poeton, get black magic to counter the demonic.
But he wouldn't, because it's against, that would be kind of like the only magic you need is Jesus. So it would go against he wouldn't. True. I don't think he would go. It's kind of known like black magic. No, that's against any religion except for Poeton. Ilya and Islam. Islam apparently wants him to win a fight. I think this is just classic negotiations from Islam. He also kind of knows that, and this is not to jump to the next topic, but John Jones says he needs 6 months to fight Tom Aspinall, which looks like that fight just is kind of on its last legs. And Islam's like, you need a big fight. If you want a big fight, you got to pay me more. Which, I mean, I get what he's saying. That's Ali talking. Islam probably didn't even say that.
Yeah, I just feel like with the Ilya thing, like, there's just, like, if it's not going to be Armin, then, like, who, like, I know we talk about it a little bit. Like, if Gaethje gets that fight, that's just respectfully a travesty, truly a travesty. If he gets another one, if he gets another shot from one win against a guy who's ranked 11th off a 2-year layoff, when you have guys like Armin, guys like
short notice too,
Ilya coming up, like, there's so, like, if they, like, obviously that's what Islam wants. It's easy money.
Yeah,
that's easy money, and it's a big name. Like, it's a name that I think, like, the hardcore fans will just know. Like, we know what's going to happen.
It's almost like repeat Poirier fighting, isn't it? Like, to a degree, with less risk, maybe. I think Poirier put better risk than Gaethje.
Poirier's was timing mixed with, like, I guess he only had one shot. Like, he hadn't gotten two.
Gaethje's true. Already. True. Yeah. Antonio says, did we ever find out Ilya's big news? I think no. I think that was just like they were trying to tease something, but I don't think they really had anything to announce at that point.
Aspinall, John will be interesting. That may be negotiating too. I mean, it'd be great to have him on International Fight Week in July, but who knows?
That's what we were all hoping for. But at this point, it feels like, I think Helwani said it's like slipping away.
I mean,
Yeah.
because if he's saying 6 months, like I know Hawani kind of mentioned the like if he ends up, I mean, if they want to save it for like MSG, like that's brutal.
They might. Like I feel
But
like they
that,
might
like,
just be like, fuck it, John's a once a year fighter now.
I just wish it's tough because John is the GOAT. But I just
Yeah.
wish it's getting to a point where I almost feel like the UFC needs to be like, listen, you either need to fight this dude in the next like 6 months or the belt's gone. Like we're stripping you. And I get it.
What annoys me is John Jones is okay with that though. That's what's so
I think
annoying.
he is.
John Jones is like, all right, fucking take the belt. I don't give a fuck. Then
And that's where it gets like they're not going to do that yet. Like it hasn't been long enough of a layoff yet. But I think if he like won't like, I'm just afraid of like Steve A 2.0 happening.
I know
where they do this fight and they book it for November, which is still so far away, and then it falls through. Then like Aspinall is going to be, what is he going to defend his interim belt again? Like this is crazy. Like I just it's
he's being dicked around.
John has all the leverage power, like I get it, but even Aspinall, he's talking about he's getting to a point where he's like, I'm almost sick. It's taking so long. I'm almost sick of talking about it. Like either like fight or like what are we? And like we talked about in his last interview, he gets pay-per-view points. Yep. So the money, like he's getting a shit ton of money for these fights, but it's like how like the fact that he even defended the interim belt once is insane. If he has to do it again, like that's ridiculous. And there's no one there. Like he's fought everyone besides Gon, and Gon like doesn't want to fight him. John doesn't want to fight him. Like he's the boogie. Yeah. No one wants to fight this guy. He's a monster. And they act like they act like he's not afraid. Like I don't think John's afraid of him, but to act like he's not somewhat ducking it is just crazy. He is. He knows he is. Why does he need 6 months to prepare for him?
I know. Who do you need? Who needs 6? You're the GOAT. Why do you need 6 months to prepare for anybody?
Like you've been a heavyweight for a couple of years now. Like it's not like you're putting on weight for him again, or like you're big. Like you just like fight.
No, that's a hilarious thing to say. I need 6 months. It's almost
what metric is that even? Like that seems like too much time to prepare. Like you're going to burn your body out.
But because him saying that, it's almost like saying you're not getting International Fight Week.
Yeah,
that's basically what he's doing. He's like, yeah, like that's not enough time. Like if he just wants to do the card, like November's so far away.
All right. Before we get into the actual UFC London card, let me also remind everybody about DraftKings. The best in the biz when it comes to college basketball and March Mania. One thing is for sure, nothing's for sure. Upsets, buzzer beaters, Cinderella's advancing, maybe SIU Edwardsville, right? We could take down Houston. Top seeds are going home early. It's all going to happen. Bet the unexpected every upset every day with DraftKings Sportsbook. With live betting, exclusive content, promos, and parlays, DraftKings is the ultimate college basketball destination for March. If you're ready to place your first bet, check out the matchups and just pick a team to win. It's that simple. If it's your first time, we got something special for you as well. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Bet the unexpected with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code BACKFIST. That's code BACKFIST for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. And yes, that is our team. I believe it happened before where we had like the last pick. We have the last pick in the entire bracket buster tournament. Shout out Experion. And yeah, we got SIU Edwardsville. So fingers crossed.
Neil Magny went to SIU Edwardsville, and Neil Magny, he may have some losses, but the man shows up to fight. And he's a guy that, I mean, huge upset recently over Mike Malott. Maybe that's that may
we're
have been
taking fucking Houston to a 30-27 decision.
Yep. We're gonna drag Houston to dark, deep waters. They can't swim in this water.
No. All right, let's get into the UFC London card. As I mentioned, starts at 1 or 1:15. Probably first fight will kick off, and the first fight is Guram Kutaladze versus Cow Fernandez or Cow.
Chow. Like it's just a different way to.
Yeah. Kutaladze is minus 410. Fernandez plus 320. Seems like an easy one to call here.
Yeah. Guram always is a talented guy. Kind of finds ways to lose, though. at points.
When was the last time we saw him? It's been a bit, right?
It's been a bit.
He beat Vucinic, but he got hurt early, and he had actually a lot of respect. He had a very good comeback. I think if he loses, he might get cut. But he came back and beat Vucinic, who's also on this card. So actually, I think a decent win.
Yeah, that was back in August.
Fernandez isn't bad, but this is one of those I don't want to lay the big juice on Guram. He's let me down before. If this continues to blow out a little bit and gets the minus 600, maybe I'll consider Fernandez. But Guram's just he's a really good fighter. He's just there's moments you see him and you think this guy is really, really good. His striking's good. His takedowns are good. He's decent on the ground. But we saw what happened with, I think it was Brenner. Like, you can break him. And that's what Elvis Brenner did. And I don't know if Fernandez will do that, but I don't want to lay the juice. But I see why the line is where it is.
Yeah, I agree. I think Guram wins, but I don't not confident enough to lay minus 400.
And then we've got Nathan Fletcher versus Callan Loughran. Callan I've seen a few times at the UFC PI. Like the last few times I've been there for whatever reason, he said what's up. So shout out Callan. Almost to pick him. Fletcher minus 110, Loughran minus 105. I think just based on this is the worst MMA analysis I could possibly give in this fight. Based on this guy being nice to me, I'm riding with him in this fight.
I bet Loughran on Monday plus 125. He's down to minus 105. I think this is a pick'em fight. They fought before. Fletcher.
Oh, have they? I didn't realize that.
I think maybe Cage Warriors or Fletcher won 29-28, I think, decision. Fletcher's going to shoot these takedowns, but his top control is not great. And we've seen a Loughran kind of being able to reverse. And I think if he can stuff a few takedowns and get going late in the fight with his striking, I think he may even be able to find a finish. This should be a good fight. I saw the plus 124 on DraftKings, took that. I think it should be minus 110, minus 110. And it's going that way. So, and I like Loughran. He fights for your money. Fletcher's not bad, though. Fletcher's
that first fight was 2018, by the way, when they were both amateurs.
Yeah. So
kind of crazy to come full circle like that. Like both amateurs trying to break it, and then you're fighting each other in the UFC rematch. It's crazy.
No, it's crazy. And this is a good fight. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take Loughran. I do think it's close.
This is funny from Cameron in the chat. I'm betting Fletcher because Callan is too nice to Robbie. Not enough edge. He wasn't that nice. It was just like I walked through him. I think Lee was with me the last time when we went to interview Dana, and like we just walked through the cafeteria. He was like, Robbie, good lad. Gave me like a little tip of the cap.
That's good.
Is Fletcher does he train with Patty?
He might. He's a Liverpool guy for sure.
I thought he trained out of maybe out of that next gen
fuck. I would feel bad just fucking going against one of Blaze's boys.
Yeah,
shit. Damn, maybe I'll just stay away from this fight. I just like these guys too much,
Couple good lads.
Fletcher was on Ultimate Fighter. He lost to Offley.
That's right.
But he's
he beat another guy that was on he fought another guy that was from that season on a card and won.
Yeah, it was the one that was Blaze gave me a pretty good tip on the submission there. He got the submission. It was one of those where I think that was the Ultimate Fighter card, and then they needed some other fights, and they were like, let's put some guys that had some tough losses in the season against each other. So yeah, I mean, Fletcher's good. I just think I think this is just a coin flip fight, which is why I took a plus 124.
Listen, speaking of coin flips, I don't know how to call the next fight. Shauna Bannon versus Pooja Tomar, the first and only Indian woman in the UFC.
Pooja Tomar?
She's plus 136. Shauna Bannon minus 162. Shauna Bannon she's going to win, but she's not necessarily like, you're a Pooja Tomar guy? You're betting on Pooja Tomar? I already bet
Pooja Tomar plus 160. Pooja Tomar going to war. She may knock out Shauna Bannon. I'm going to be honest. If Shauna Bannon,
no disrespect. No
No.
disrespect.
Say
This is
respectfully, and then
respectful.
say
She's an
really
attractive
disrespectful.
woman. If she was not as attractive, she would not be in the UFC. Pooja Tomar is going to knock her out. India, we up. I don't know if she's Punjabi or not, so I shouldn't assume. But Pooja Tomar. This is another coin flip fight. I took her plus 160. It's down. It's the market's respecting her now. Pooja Tomar. Pooja.
Yeah, Jack had a great line. I think I agree with a lot of Jack's sentiment.
Really?
I just don't. Yeah, it's not that I just don't see where like. I guess I just don't see like Shauna's like true path here. Like I just don't think she's. I just don't
You
think
see
she's
the
that good.
path for Pooja though? I feel like
Yeah.
neither one of these girls are,
Yeah,
are that
volley-
good.
I
No
think- I think she
disrespect.
strikes better. I agree. I actually agree with Tussian. Like I think she's a better striker. I think she will push pace more.
I lined.
We've only seen the one fight from her, right? In the UFC at least.
Yeah, but Shauna, like, I think this should be.
She's
This is
1-3 and 1.
This should be a pick'em fight, but it's in England. Shauna is, I think, Irish, which I mean, obviously the history there. But I think she's a Brit. She's definitely more of a European fighter than Pooja. So I'll give it a little bit just in case scorecards come into it, which I think they will. I think Pooja just will find the bigger shots. She throws hammers, man. I thought I disrespect Pooja because I have famously disrespected Indian fighters before, but that was bad stereotyping by me. And Pooja is gonna, and I can't wait to see her win this. I think she may find a knockout.
Wow. All right. This is gonna be the big spinning back fist bowl, the big disagreement of the day. Nobody's gonna be more locked into Pooja versus Shauna Bannon than us. Then we've got the return of Christian Leroy Duncan versus Andre Puliev. Andre Puliev plus 410, Christian Leroy Duncan minus 550. You're not going to lay minus 550 there. Is there any bets that you like on this?
I feel like they're trying to get Duncan a win here.
Definitely.
I think is Contender Series guy, right?
Yeah.
I think classically, I just don't think Duncan's like very good. I don't want to like lay this big price on him. Like I think he wins, but I don't know. I just don't like. I was looking up Puleva's little Tapology capping, but I just haven't seen a lot from him. Like it's just his Contender Series fight. Like I just haven't really like Duncan. I think it's just like he's gotten outstruck. Like he's gotten out wrestled. Like his wins are like Tulian and like Claudio Ribeiro, like just like not like UFC guys.
Yeah.
Like he fought with a decent striker like Petrosian. Like Petrosian beat him. Like RoboCop like ragdolled him around the cage for 3 rounds. We just haven't seen enough from Pulaev. So it's like to me, it's like if you're maybe the number is so big, you bet Pulaev. Like if it keeps going, kind of like Jack Megwood said about the earlier fight. Like if it really keeps going up, maybe it's worth taking a shot. But I also feel like they're kind of trying to throw a guy who they thought had a lot of hype coming in the UFC, like get him a dub here in front of the home crowd.
Definitely.
So it's one way I was looking at the total over 1.5 minus 166. Duncan sometimes plays with his food a little bit. And he's always doing these like spinning attacks, and like those if they do land, like they could put him to sleep. But I was considering possibly the over. Maybe fight starts round 3, or at that point, maybe look at Duncan round 3/decision, because I think Duncan could really take him down here, and really just be the better fighter, quicker, faster. He's good. He just leaves so much to be desired. I mean, we saw that against Petrosian, and I don't blame him for his loss against Gregory Rodriguez, but it's the same thing.
Up next, we've got Marcin Tybura versus Mick Parkin. Is this the main card? No, not yet. I didn't think so. Tybura plus 105, Mick Parkin minus 125. This might be one that Tybura could pull out, I think. There's not like...
I'm so confused by this line. Like I keep looking at Tybura and it keeps dropping. Like I respect the market, so it's like it keeps climbing. I'm just kind of like, if Tybura gets
like
a
I see
takedown,
Tybura winning this. Like it almost feels like a fight they want McParkin to be. They want another English win, but I think Tybura could shut that down. Whispers
this
of
is something I'm a little bit
retirement in the gambling community. Ooh, I would
this
be
is
concerned
something
about
I'm a
that as well. I
little
didn't know
concerned
that.
about that I've been burned by before, where it's just like Mick is good. Jesse says this. Mick is good. And on the feet, he's much better. But like if Tybura can get, like, we're looking at Tybura, and even in the fights that the fight he lost to Spivak, I mean, he was just idiotic. Like he was on top, he got a takedown. I think he can, and like he beat Denise. I don't know. It's just he's good. Like he's a good UFC fighter. I just plus 105 against Mick Parkin.
Yeah, I mean, like you see, he won his last fight. Like it's not like he's on some like crazy skid. He's won two of his last three. It was just the Spivak.
And the Spivak loss was like he just got caught and like he was just being an idiot. It's just like I thought he was on path to win that fight. He was on top.
Because even like Parkin trains with Aspinall. Him and Aspinall are like main training partners, like good friends. Aspinall ran through Tybura. I don't think Parkin is that type of like, I'm just gonna punch your face in. Like,
yeah, no.
Not that he couldn't knock him out, but I'm just saying like he's not gonna just like run over him in a minute. Or if he did, I'd be surprised. Yeah, it's like I agree with Jet. Like it's like if Tybura can get takedowns, like I think he could get a submission. There's a lot that could go well for him here, but it's just like how old, like he's getting older. Like how much is he? And like Parkin's a guy like this is the biggest fight of his life. This is like everything to him. If he wins this fight, he's only fighting up like top 15, 10 guys. Yeah, it's one of those. I think I'll be on Tybura, but you're definitely like worried. The line movement definitely scares me a little bit. Like where it's why is Mick Parkin getting so much love off? What did he knock out Bresky or who did he knock out? Was it Bresky?
Bresky, but like before that,
he's bad. Like Bresky's bad.
He had 3 straight unanimous decisions against Jamal Pokes, Chal Machado, and Muhammad Usman. If you want to go through who Tybura has fought over, even just the past 5 years, I mean, the list is, Sergey Spivak is 10 times better than any of those guys that Parkin's fought. Now, Parkin's at a great gym, and he's getting rounds with the best fighter in the world right now, or one of. So, in home crowd, training at home, sleeping at home, all advantage for Parkin, 100%. So that is, but still, Tybura is Polish. It's not like this guy's coming from Australia.
True. Yeah, it's a quick flight over. Yeah.
Also, like
he's just Polish, right? I'm not an idiot.
Or
is he? Yeah,
I think you're right. Yeah.
Even just since 2022, he's beat Romanov, beat Ivanov, lost to Aspinall, beat Tyson, lost to Spivak, beat Denise. Like just in the last 2 years, like he fights only like ranked guys, or he gatekeeps the top 10 for the UFC.
Yeah,
like he just shut down Denise's bid into the top 10. Now Mick Parkin's going to get his shot into the top 10.
Yeah.
I think Parkin has a better shot because I'm just training with Aspinall. Like I think that's huge, and I think he's going to be more well-rounded. Like Denise, the second he was on his back, like it was over. I don't know if Parkin will be the same way, but I'd imagine if he gets taken down, it's not going to be good for him. Tybura sub, I feel like is worth a look. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with Tybura.
It's a great fight. Great matchmaking.
Good
even if
fight.
I don't bet it, I'm very excited to watch this. There's a lot of love for fight goes the distance. And Tybura, and it's over 2.5 minus 166. I'm almost at the point where it's like, I don't know. I think there could be like either, let's say Tybura is really thinking about retirement, but then again, he didn't put out Machado, Usman. I'm excited for the fight.
Then up next, we've got Lonnie Kavanaugh. I do believe that's how you say that.
Lonair.
Lonnie,
right?
I think you say it Lonnie. I think the Irish pronunciation is, I'm pretty sure.
He's Chinese and Irish and British. He's like,
well, unreal. I was going to say, when you go on his Tapology page, we've only seen him a couple times. but it's fighting out of London, England, born England, and he's got the Chinese flag. It's like almost looks wrong for a second. Then you realize, okay. He's fighting Felipe Dos Santos. Lonnie is minus 290. I'm just going to say Kavanaugh, just in case that's wrong. Dos Santos is plus 235.
Great fight.
Yeah, this is good matchmaking. I like this matchmaking a lot.
I kind of missed
Lonnie,
out
we've only seen once, other than Contender Series.
He landed like knockout of the year on Contender Series. But yeah. And I thought he was kind of underwhelming in his debut. That was on the Macau card.
Jose Ochoa hurt him.
Yeah.
And Felipe Dos Santos went punch for punch with Manel Kopp not too long ago.
Absolutely.
I think I missed this line. Plus 310 was available earlier in the week. Should have taken it. Now it's down to plus 235. Lonaire's a talented fighter. I think he's a little bit better. Obviously. I was looking at the over here. It's minus 250. Never mind. It's
weird line.
Lonair by decision. What's Lonair by decision?
It's Wednesday. They might not have it.
They don't have it up yet.
But if I could get like a plus 200 there or plus one, even plus 200, I'd like that.
I think it's fascinating. Dos Santos, even like he lost to Lima. Like Lima's aged well. I thought Lima looked great the other day. Lima's a fucking tank for the weight class. And Dos Santos had moments like he won the first round. I wonder with Kavanaugh with the grappling, like I wonder if Dos Santos can consistently get takedowns. I think that's a real possibility here. I think if this gets to like 250, like back a little, I think I would have to. I think Dos Santos has a path here.
Yeah. Up next, the final prelim fight, a pick'em, Chris Padilla versus Jai Herbert. Or is it Padilla? Probably Padilla. Minus 110. Both of them. It's a pick'em. I think I'd probably go with Jai here. I don't know necessarily where his chin is at. I think it's okay. But I don't know. I feel like as a fighter, he's better than he gets credit for. I mean, he's got, you saw the hands. He literally almost put Ilya out. He's got hands. He's got good striking. Yeah. Oh, it was a kick. It was fucking head kick, wasn't it?
Yeah. Big time head kick.
So, yeah.
Landed flush.
Put him on the stanky leg for a bit. I'll go Herbert here. And I'm also going to go run and grab a charger for my computer now.
I kind of, Jack, I was actually curious. Padilla's, Herbert's looked like pretty good his last few fights. Padilla's we've only seen him a couple times. He submitted Lanatop, who doesn't have really grappling like that. And Zhu Rong was a cut. Like it was kind of like just a cut that they ended in the middle of the round. I don't know. I almost would go with Herbert just on like experience, level of competition. And if you're someone who with the judges, I mean the hometown kid, I think is all like appealing to me. I think right now I would go with Herbert at a pick'em.
This is another fight that's confused me. I thought I missed Herbert at like minus 115, minus 120, and was going to go out to minus 150. Because the question about his chin, I think, is kind of been answered. Like, let's be real. If he went to decision with Ludovic Klein,
and he got a lot of people that he got fucked.
Yeah,
a lot of people thought he should have won that fight.
Kyle Nelson, Ferry Siam kind of throws pillows, but still went to, and then Bedoya. I think he's kind of answered that. And the last time he got knocked out was Topuria. I mean, like,
freak.
And let's be real, he kind of has moments in every fight where you think he's kind of a really good fighter. I don't know if the line movement's scaring me away, but I agree. I'm just looking at this. It's like this has to be a Herbert spot, right?
The Black Country banger.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like, and also he always shows up in London.
That's what I thought Klein, like he was a huge dog in that fight. That was a great. I know it was only a draw. I thought that was a great performance by him. I thought the Bedoya one he fought well too. I mean, yeah, it's one of those where it feels like it's like I think me and you are the same page where it's like why isn't he a much bigger favorite? I think that's the only thing holding me back.
Yeah, no, and even like obviously people like why is respected money betting Padilla? Like, what are we missing? Because I mean, the public's not betting this right now. Like, this is obviously sharp line movement, and it makes you think a little bit. It's like, what am I missing? What am I missing? Padilla's whatever to me, and Herbert's always the guy that's like, if a few fights went a different way, he could have been a top 15 guy.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the Ilya fight goes a different way. Both of their careers are in a different spot.
Unbelievable.
Right, then we're on to the main card with Nathaniel Wood versus Morgan Cherie. Nathaniel Wood plus 124, Morgan Cherie minus 148. I kind of love Nathaniel Wood if I could get him at plus money. He has a great resume over the last couple of years. I think the only loss is to Muhammad Naimov. He's got wins over Charles Jourdain, Charles Rosa, Andre Feely. He's actually been like picking up a couple grappling wins. Not that much means much. But even when he's not active in the octagon, he's staying active in combat sports. I think if I'm getting Nathaniel Wood at plus money, I'm taking him.
Yeah. Big question here is like Charrier, however you say it, Morgan, he punches hard. Can Nathaniel Wood sustain that? If he can, I think he's the side.
I really like Shuri. Like, I don't know. I think this might be like the best matchmaking on the card. Like,
yeah, no, this is a phenomenal fight.
This is a phenomenal fight. Two guys that I really like. This Shuri, I just like, he should be on. Like, he got robbed against fucking Shepe. That was bullshit. They'll never hear the end of that from me. I don't know. Like, the Wood, I understand. Like, it probably goes to the decision. Could Wood get the nod in England? Like, I totally get that. And he's looked good at 45. I think Shuri's underrated. I really, really do. I think he's a really, really good fighter. I think I'm going to take Shuri here. Although, like, this could be a scary one. It goes to the cards, which I think it probably will.
Then we've got Jordan Vucenic versus Chris Duncan. Vucenic minus 395, Chris Duncan plus 310. The over plus 2.5 rounds is plus 100, under minus 130. Any thoughts on this?
I kind of look at this under and think, because I think I was really impressed with Vucenic. He came in last second against Guram and looked just really good. And Chris Duncan's a guy that I've liked, but he kind of gets into wars, and I just think this is a spot where we could see just Chris Duncan getting killed, or maybe finds a choke somewhere, and then that under cashes. So I'm definitely intrigued by this under.
I think Chris Duncan might be the first man in UFC history to let go of a choke, thinking it's not going to work, and realizing that he had already put his opponent to sleep.
Yeah.
One of the all-time finishes in the UFC. Having a guy in a guillotine, letting go of it, and then realizing, oh my God, he's
shit. Yeah.
I like that read with the under, because Vucenic has a lot of submissions as well. Him getting a submission, I don't think is the craziest thing. He's got power. He was this close to knocking out Guram in the first round on short notice. I like the under here because the line to me is a little wide. Like, I'm even parlay piece. Like, I went at this price. I'm not putting Vucenic minus almost 400 in a parlay. I think Duncan, I think could win here, but I like the under because I think Vucenic has ways to finish. I think Duncan also has power. He's chinny as hell. That was Duncan, very, very chinny, but he has power too. So I like the under 2.5. I like that play.
And then a great friend of the program, Molly McCann, the meatball, returns against Alexa Thayanara, and she was originally supposed to face Estela Nunez. Estela Nunez pulled out, I'm not sure, injury or what it was. I assume an injury. And now she has Alexia Thayanara. Alexa is minus 185. Molly is plus 154. Fucking tough draw of a last-minute opponent. This seemed like the perfect opportunity. Just give Molly a can. Sign a can off the street that Molly can go out and hit a massive spinning elbow on. But I still got faith if I could get Molly at plus money. in this fight. I'm going to bet Molly plus money in this fight. I want to be celebrating when she wins. So yeah, Molly's the side for me.
At first, I looked at this and thought, oh no. But then I started to think a little bit more. And this girl's pretty good. She had a pretty impressive performance on Contender Series. She's not bad. This is a really tough spot. This girl has never fought in front of a crowd like the crowd she's about to fight in front of. That's a huge disadvantage to her. Definitely. I also think, like, if she can't really get the takedowns going, Molly's going to run at her. Molly's going to put her on the back foot. And when that crowd's going crazy, if Molly can keep it, like, we've even seen crowds, if she gets taken down for the whole first round, but if she gets going in the second, like, the crowd gets behind her.
Oh, yeah.
Plus money. Molly's fought a lot of really good fighters. And this girl didn't even fight in LFA. She had like 4 fights scheduled in the LFA, all got canceled. All of her fights have been in Jungle Fighting FC. And she may be like, and I know that sounds like a joke. That's the name of the organization. It was like Jungle Fight. And it's not like this is a girl that's coming from Fighting Nerds or she's fighting out of the Rebos family, which is where like Venetia Salvador, Amanda Hebos, some of those fighters. So it's not the worst gym in the world, but I don't know. I think it should be kind of like minus 110 each side. I took Molly plus 154. It's still there, so I would still take it.
Yeah, I'll be on Molly at that number because the other Thenargo, I mean, she's big, she's powerful, and when I say powerful, more takedowns and punches. She just double legs kind of thing, shoots takedowns. She's big, strong. I think Jack has a great point about the live crowd and just the level of competition too. Like I think at like if you didn't want to lay minus 200 Molly in this fight, like I understand, but plus 150, I think you'll win or lose, you'll make worse bets in your life. I'll take the shot at someone who has never really fought anywhere near the competition. Molly.
Go Molly. Then we've got Gunnar Nelson versus Kevin Holland. Oh, line's changing on this one, going up and down as I'm looking at it. Gunnar Nelson right now minus 125. Kevin Holland plus 105. This seems like the absolute perfect fight for Gunnar Nelson, if I'm being completely honest. Like a 2025 Kevin Holland, we don't know what to expect out of him. He's gotten submitted in a few weird scenarios in his career, obviously. I think Gunnar Nelson, and I would bet him via submission here as well. Or I guess, I mean, he could do the grind out a decision thing. I really think he's going to get a submission over Holland.
I'm torn on this fight a little bit because it's how much does Holland care? That's the like, does he give it?
Hot Billy. That's the question, and that's end 4 put it in the chat. Holland just don't give a fuck anymore.
Like, does he?
I kind of get that vibe from him
because he keeps taking these fights. Like we all know he makes good money to fight. He takes like 4 or 5 fights a year. He doesn't care about the notice, whatever. It's tough to continue to bet on him. Like if he's gonna, I just wonder if he's at a point where you just said like, no way, this guy's gonna choke me. You get choked out in like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Is he gonna have a little Kevin Holland pride here and be like, listen, I'm not gonna be the guy that just rolls out and just gets choked out in the first round every fight. Like I'm gonna fight. I don't know. Gunnar Nelson's so weird too because like you know what he wants to do. Like it's well documented, well known.
It's like Mariano Rivera. He's got one pitch and he's going to throw it.
Yeah, like he's going to take him down. He's going to try to take his back. He's going to try to choke him out. I don't know. I don't know if I have it in me to bet Kevin Holland again, but I also if I bet against him and Kevin Holland wins, I'm gonna crash out. So I don't know. I really don't know what to do. The part of me wants to bet Kevin Holland because I think he has so many athletic advantages here and striking advantages. But can he is he training hard? Like it's such a scary question to answer because you just don't know.
So this is a good point from Vince.
RDR is much bigger though.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
RDR, that was 185. This is 170.
Yeah.
Because he got taken down a ton at 185 in his career. 170, not as much.
I think this is one takedown and the fight's over.
I know. That's what it's like. Fuck.
Yep.
And
I could see this being literally like a 3-minute fight.
I think
Are we sleeping on him too much now? Is my like?
I think Gunner plus 200 by sub is like insane. It almost feels too easy, which usually it is.
It does feel too easy.
This fight came out. I thought it was going to get up to like Gunner minus 200. I've been very wrong. So there's obviously some people that are looking at this and thinking that his striking is just going to reign supreme. Honestly, would you rather just take like under 2.5 minus 160 opposed to either of these
I don't know.
guys? It's pretty clear. I mean, obviously
Gunner's been a decision guy too. Yeah.
Yeah, he could just lay on him, but I mean, Holland didn't even fight off the submission against RDR.
No.
He was just like, oh, it's over.
It was over. Yeah. Antonio said, why hasn't Gunner fought since 2023? He just doesn't fight that often. I don't even think he was injured. He's just kind of that kind of fighter. He's been that way for a few years. I don't think he has any like title aspirations or anything like that. He's just happy showing up every now and then, having a huge win in front of like a not hometown crowd, but a home crowd. And that's kind of his thing.
I went to Iceland this past summer and I was asking people about,
that's right. I remember you saying that
about Gunner, and they were like,
that was your like cultural mark to refer to.
That was they were like, he's the biggest athlete in Iceland.
They
didn't really have
so wild.
They were like, yeah, we love Gunner fight nights. So it's like, it happens once every 2 years. But yeah, I agree. I like watching the guy fight.
It's like an election in their country.
Yeah. Then we've got the co-main event, Jan versus Olberg. And it's a good fight. Should be a good fight. Kind of a wide line, I feel like. Olberg minus 298, Jan plus 240. I do think Olberg's the side, but like, I don't know, like plus 240 on Jan almost makes me start to want to bet him.
Wow, Will Wade to NC State. Damn, is he gonna coach tomorrow? That's crazy.
Damn, I already bet McNeese. Fuck. I might get out of that. I might have to get the juice and get out of that.
This is weird. I just don't know what to do with this fight. It's like, why can't Jan, like Vince brings up a good point, why can't Jan just like ragdoll Olberg a little bit?
And that's why plus 240 is like starting to get a little intriguing for me. I like Olberg. I think he's gonna win, but I don't know.
Olberg's good. I like Olberg a lot, but like
this guy, Olberg fucking sucks and Jan sucks too. What?
Antonio's
I don't think this is hot ass in a 15-minute snoozer. I think this is a good fight.
I think it's a great fight. Antonio's had, I'm gonna give him some credit. He's had some pretty good takes in the chat today.
Yeah.
So like, I don't think
maybe he's right.
I almost have to respect that. He's almost like that was
maybe both these guys do fucking suck.
That reminds me of like a Magic MMA. It's like he just like has a lot of really good points, and there's just one guy is like he fucking sucks. Like he's not good.
Like Olberg fucking sucks. Where does that come from? What could that even be based on?
I don't think he sucks at all.
The Kennedy and Checo was the only thing, but that was like his first fight in the UFC, I think.
Yeah.
Long time ago. Yeah, he gassed out.
I don't know what to do.
I kind of like Jan. I think at this number, I'm willing to take a chance on Jan that he can grapple. Like if he can wrestle, he can grapple, and I think that's his path. Its question is he getting too old now? He's losing a step. He hasn't fought in a little bit. And the Jag, the black Jag they call him, comes in. I don't know. I think I'm going to bet Jan at this number. I think he can wrestle. I think he has a path with takedowns.
He's standing by it. I appreciate that. I mean, Olberg is 34 and he's the young up and comer of the division. Olberg is shit, he says.
If Jan gets on top, it's Jan minus 1,000.
Like, that's what I'm saying. I think he can.
He get on top? And I think he probably can too.
But Olberg has like had some good performances. Like I mean, even like Unjung, like he was beating the shit out of him on the ground before he choked him out. I don't know, like Olberg might sneaky be good. I think this is a really nice test for Olberg. I think this will tell me a lot about Olberg. I think this is huge for him because if he wins this fight, he is the perfect guy to be fresh blood for Pereira, who they want the belt to have the belt so badly. Like Olberg fits perfectly in this division because if he wins this fight, now Olberg is the perfect matchmaking for Poatan, for Yuri, for Jamal Hill, for Roundtree. He is perfect for 205, but he needs to win this fight, and just a world of opportunity opens for him if he can get this done. But I think Jan can do it.
Antonio Esparza hates Olberg.
Olberg's best win is a 35-year-old Volkan.
Let's be real.
Be real.
Volkan's not
that's
bad.
A good win. That's one. I would say one, it's a good win, and two, I think we're throwing this age thing too much. Like all these guys at the top are all like Poatan's almost 40.
Yeah.
Especially
like,
and is he not good?
Yeah, all old. Because I mean, Olberg was a kickboxer for a long time. Like he's obviously like, I mean, especially at the heavier weight classes, like light heavyweight, like these guys like regularly
they get older
belts,
there.
like, mid late 30s. We've seen it a bunch.
Yeah, and Ryan's going nuts.
I love the staff experts. It's like, it's a UFC fight week when people are like,
we just talked to him. He seems fine. He's like, I'm training, starting the weight cut. He seems totally fine. And that does, go ahead.
I think it was pretty clear that Strickland had staff.
Yes.
And I talked to Johnny Eblin about it, and he was like, there's a lot of guys that have come in with staff. And it's like, you just kind of if you think you can't do it, you pull out. So and then Fluffy said he had staff and he was on antibiotics until like a day before the fight. And he said, so the staff thing I think is overblown a little bit. You remember like the Marab stuff? They're like Marab has staff.
Yeah. Imagine how much
but I will say,
suck, though. Imagine being sick and then knowing you have to fight in a week. That's crazy.
Islam definitely had staff against Poirier.
Oh yeah,
he definitely didn't look himself.
Also, BSD.
Yeah. The main event then is Leon Edwards versus Sean Brady. Leon Edwards, currently the underdog, plus 136. I didn't expect that, to be quite honest. Sean Brady minus 162. And because I didn't expect that, I think it should be obvious that I'll be betting Leon in this fight. Just seems like the kind of fight Leon can win. We talked to him about, Ev, you brought up a great point about how many grapplers he's faced in a row. He kind of knows what to do against a grappler at this point. I don't think Sean Brady's the best of the grapplers he's faced. So I'm going Leon.
I like Leon too. I think the number is getting crazy. Like getting up over 1 plus 130. Actually, I was going to ask him about the interview. I should have at the end. About just being, it's the first time he's been a dog since he's fought Usman.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah.
Which I guess isn't that many fights. I guess it's only like 2.
True. Yeah.
Or 3, I guess 3.
But it is weird to see him as a dog against Sean Brady. It's like, this guy was just the fucking champ who knocked out Usman. Like weird.
Leon has all the tools. Leon, if he just, I hope that not being the champion makes him more aggressive. Because I think he has the tools. Like his grappling is good. Like he has good jiu-jitsu. Like he has good wrestling, takedown defense. Really, Bilal is the only one that I guess Kamaru did some in the second fight. Was able to take him down, hold him down for periods of time. But I don't know, Brady, I think Brady's a very good fighter. I think this is a great test for Brady, obviously. I just think being this much of a dog for Leon, you're getting a hungry Leon, who I think is in a very weird spot. It's I feel like Leon, everyone turned on him so fast. It felt like this fight, everyone just totally flipped on him. It's like everyone hates him now. Everyone's jacking Bilal, loving Bilal, shit talking him all over online, this and that. I don't know. I like Leon here. I'm going to bet on Leon. Leon's my guy. I think he can win here. I think he has passed to victory here.
I bet Sean Brady minus 135 for 2 units earlier in the week. I think he's going to give him more problems than Bilal.
Wow.
I think he's going to give him more problems than Bilal in the grappling. And I think we're going to come away from this and be like, holy shit, Sean Brady's good. But the UFC has a disaster potentially here where it's Sean Brady Bilal part 2. I mean, I guess you could sell it, but they don't want that.
Man Bilal knocked out. You can show that replay over and over again.
Well, but Jack too. I think Brady, even if he wins this fight, he's got some waiting to do. Because I think
he does.
Because I think everyone, I've almost had moments where I've forgotten Shavkat exists and he's getting the next title shot. I'd say no matter what.
Joaquin Buckley's kind of like,
yes,
yeah.
Honestly, no, great call, Jack.
Ian
Like
Gary,
like a great showing against Shavkat. Like I think that combination of those guys, like especially if Bilal beats JDM, like the JDMs, Ian Gary, Shavkat, and Buckley are all like
they're all getting it before Sean. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I think Sean ends up fight. If Sean wins, I think he's gonna have to fight one of those guys.
Yes.
I'd say he probably has to fight Buckley.
Or maybe even Gary.
Gary too. Gary makes sense. I think he fights one of those guys.
I would assume 5 rounds, right? It has to be.
Yes.
25 minutes is what Antonio actually meant. But before we go, no, I look at Sean. I think I know Joe Pyfer rides for his guys, but I agree with Joe Pyfer that he is like one of the best wrestlers and grapplers in the UFC. Sean is like, I think Sean can do it to anybody outside of that elite level, which is a Bilal. Now I may be too high on Sean here. I was too high on Vettori last weekend, which broke my heart, but this should be a good fight. I mean, hell of a card. There's so many good fights here.
I know this is a really fun card. I'm excited for it.
Saturday's going to be awesome. Like, really, really, if you're an MMA college basketball fan, all-time sports day. It's going to be great.
All right. That was the Spin and Backfish Show, UFC London edition. Look out for our interview with Leon Edwards before this card, and we'll talk to you next time.